This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. In the last episode, we decided to explore the rest of the outlying area outside the temple of Dantooine before we got straight to it. Unfortunately, we had to deal with some Kinrath inside, nasty buggers, but almost killed me, strangely enough. But yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We can. Let's get rid of the rest of these eggs, and then that way we don't have the issue anymore. And then we'll go kill the mom. The mom ran off somewhere, wherever it is. I'm surprised the game's letting. Whoops, didn't want to switch weapons. I'm surprised the game's letting me destroy the eggs. You know. Well, I'm not getting any dark side points for it, so I guess it's okay to do it. Yeah, let's finish this off, and then go fight that matron, wherever she's at. Yeah, I was doing very poorly in that fight there. This is what happens when you don't upgrade or you don't like level up your character and keep them at low levels to try and maximize your statistics. So, alright, we've finished clearing all the eggs. I guess we just got... I don't see any more, so I guess the last thing we need to do is go kill the matriarch wherever she is. Around here somewhere. Hopefully we don't get immediately wrecked like last time, and hopefully they didn't heal. But I guess we'll find out. Alright, where are you? You're around here somewhere. Where'd you go? Ah, there you go. Yeah, we hardly did any damage to it. Do I have the... Really don't have a whole lot of grenades. I wonder if I can throw that at them before he comes over. Nah. Alright. Well, I guess we just gotta go in and... Whoop. Whoa! BioWare almost got wrecked! Holy crap. Alright, let's actually, can we try to... Probably don't have the stats for stun, unfortunately. Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, right, so you need to... God, I wish they would quit having them use, like, critical strike or whatever. Where's your med pack? Might have her heal just to make sure we're all good to go.
I hear you.
Alright, come on. Wait, did you not heal? I was about to say, are you not healing like you're supposed to be? Ah, nuts. Well, keep going.
Let me handle this.
We've almost got him. Come on. You've got it. Oh, come on. Seriously? Whew. Everyone's dead except for good old BioWare. All right. Yeesh. Yeah. Really, this thing isn't that hard. I just chose to... Oh, we got an extra crystal from it. Alright, and we got the credit for killing it, so... Alright, let's get out of here. So now we can go back to that one dude and get a reward for it. Oh, right, I've already been here. And we can finally get out of this cave where the emulation keeps causing the noise to glitch out. Like I said, you won't hear... You'll probably hear, like, random moments of it getting quiet, and that's just because I've edited it out. So let's get out of here. Whew. Alright, now we don't have to worry about that anymore. But yeah, now we defeated the matriarch, got the crystals. Make sure they're not going to go killing everything. I don't know if that was the right way to do it, but we didn't get dark side points. Although in some versions of when they have good and dark systems, not all the choices are obvious. Unless you play more of the modern ones, then yeah, they're pretty obvious. I'm looking at you, Mass Effect 2, and your choice between the Geth and the Aquarians. I know which one you're talking about. Not that I'm really annoyed by that. I'm just making a point that newer games seem to not have the same ambiance or subtleness that the old ones did. And that's because I guess that's the problem with newer gaming, is that a lot of gaming is polished, if that makes sense. It's like it's why I have an issue with a lot of modern animation now. Like I like like a lot of the 3D movies that like Pixar does and all that, you know, they're good movies, you know, but I don't know, they almost feel like they're too polished, too perfect, you know, like you kind of miss some movies or animation that have some mess ups or odd drawings, and they're not all perfect, you know. I mean, sure, if you look at a Genndy Tartakovsky movie or story, he still tries to make his characters like move about and have different faces and all that, but it's just so polished. I miss 2D animation and drawing, but I know perfectly well it's more expensive and time consuming to do that than to just go into your computer and go boop boop boop, you're done, you know. I miss some Don Bluth animation. That's what I miss. You know, old school. You know. Just being nostalgic for old stuff. And really the only reason is just from a look standpoint. Sometimes I just want it to be a little bit dirty, you know, or have some weird decisions on how you're okay, so we got more Kinrath. I saw some oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure we're all completely healed before we start messing with enemies or mercenaries or whatever, so oh yeah. Let's before we go on, let me go ahead and level up Mr. Durer there. Alright, what do we got? Let's max out his all his skill points. And then we'll yeah. Alright, what did he get at level 11? Let's see. Don't really need to do Gearhead right now. Let's see, and we're just gonna leave him on melee, so I don't have to. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna give him toughness. I think is what I was gonna do. Let's see. 5 with the targets. Oh, that would be bad. Oh wait, isn't that more for? It has a picture of a gun though. Oh no, it says ranged characters to fight effectively in close combat. Yeah, so which I'm not doing that with him. So you're not doing dual strike. Regenerate vitality points might not be a bad idea either. See, we're not doing precise shot because we're doing Bayo as. I mean, we could do him ranged, but let's go and give him some toughness now. Toughness is always good. All right. All right, let's deal with these Kinrath. Alright, come on, Kreia, do something. No, you're not doing it. Now you do it. Uh-oh, Viper. Viper! Viper! I kind of miss not having my characters being able to automatically just shove everyone with no problem, you know? But we are level 6 in a place that I'm probably supposed to be like 12th level or whatever. I mean, levels do make a difference. It's just depending on HP and all that other stuff. It's kind of depending on how you build it. It's almost just too minor, you know. I think going the right direction to the right there is probably where we're supposed to head off to, but I have to do a reload here pretty soon just to get the music back in, because the combat music's not activating and I'm not hearing any ambionic music. I don't think they usually the creatures of the area don't really drop anything. I wonder if the creatures here respawn like they did in Old Republic 1, because I think in Old Republic 1 they respawned after a certain period of, oh, there's more settlers that way. So we'll talk to, let's see, okay, this takes us back to, okay, that takes us back to the plains. And I think, oh, is that towards the temple? Maybe? Okay, so let me go back to where those mercenaries were. I wonder, or actually, I don't even know they're mercenaries. They were so far away. They could be just regular settlers for all I know. Let's see, is that the, or is that the temple? Can't quite tell. All right, let's double check our stuff and talk to them, and hopefully they're not aggressive. They look like they're mercenaries though, or something like that. All right, let's make sure that we're healed. Just in case. I don't know what's gonna happen, so. And since she has that force thing where it restores her. Yeah, it goes up pretty quickly. I mean, look at that. It'd probably go up a lot slower if we didn't take that force regen ability or whatever it's called. I just want to give it a few seconds before we leave. Head over there. Okay, that seems to be a decent amount. Yeah, it's pretty isolated. I wonder. You guys all look like you have heavy armor. Is that the temple over there? Well, might as well talk to them. Otherwise, we're never gonna get anywhere. It doesn't mean we're gonna fight them. Just means who knows, you know. Hello.
Smells like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nadlick. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Is Mudlicker really an insult? Let's see. I have no problem with you, Mudlicker. Is that exactly? Is that even an insult? You want to fight me or dumb you look? I'll be going. Let's try to persuade him. Like your friend said, I'm not a salvager. I'm a warrior, like yourself.
You fighting any wars? I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess you don't look like much of a salvager.
Which side were you on? Why did you want to fight me? What are your mercenaries up to? Which side were you on in the war?
Sides don't matter much. We're all soldiers. Most of us mercenaries worked with the Sith. Not too many Republic soldiers survived the war.
Oh, sucks to be on the good side, I guess. If you think of them being the good side. Why did you want to fight me?
I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. Or perhaps an uppity settler. I've had about enough of their attitude. So I figured blasting one of them would have done me some good. It's been a while since we've had work.
Well, maybe it's because you suck at your job, Mudlicker. What is that even? What are you mercenaries up to?
You were a soldier too, so you know I'm not going to answer you.
You'd think you'd show common courtesy, but whatever.
Stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours. That's the best deal you're going to get here.
You can tell their boss has a slightly different sprite. Oh, we've got Mandalorians here. Which I guess is Isak is the or no, Isak's the Mandalorian. Dopak is the guy with the unique, well, I wouldn't say unique, slightly different character face model.
Can I help you?
I used to know a Mandalorian, or at least Revan did in the previous game. I wonder what he's up to. What are a bunch of Mandalorians doing on Dantooine?
Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the galaxy who know our value. It's not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
Well, Mandalorians still remembered until 4,000 years later, so despite realistically multiple civilizations probably should have died and disappeared, but the Mandalorians apparently are still around, although they did change their armor since then. So definitely a different change of heart. I guess there's or not change of heart, just some things changed over the centuries. Is there anything over here? No? Okay. Wasn't sure if there was any, like, I don't know, hidden treasures or something like that.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
He sounds familiar, what the voice actor does, but I can't quite pinpoint it. Let's see. I'm not looking for work. You don't think I make a capable mercenary? I've heard you've been making trouble for the settlers. What do you think about Dantooine? Can you tell me about mercenaries? I'm not looking for work.
Then maybe we can get along just fine.
Yeah, he does sound familiar. I've probably heard him in anime before or something like that. What do you think about Dantooine?
It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers.
Why choose Dantooine as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
Is flaming supposed to be an insult as well? I guess depending on what society and others, but I don't think what we don't think it means what he thinks it means. What do you plan to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet.
Yeah, most of them are pretty wrecked anyway. What about the settlers?
It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride.
Kind of reminds me of the closed fist style of thinking in the Jade Empire games. Wonder if that's kind of a basis for that. You know, the whole, you know, we're gonna browbeat you, but you still need to work for what you earn instead of just protecting your butts. Let's see, what do you think about the administrator?
She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving.
Oh, are you, what are you, what's it? I can't remember that. Social citizens or whatever it's called, where you believe in something that, like, early laws before the modern laws. Sovereigns, that's it. Oh boy, those people are stupid. Alright, anyway, don't want to talk about that. Let's see, can we talk about something else?
I have time to kill, and talking about Dantooine just irritates me.
I'm sorry to do that. Why can't you tell me about the mercenaries?
Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Yeah, it's like a lot of things. Soldiers are always, it's always hard to go back to modern society after doing your job to protect that society, but because you've seen the horrors of war or whatever, you've been changed by it inextricably. Strictly? I might be saying that incorrectly. Sorry. Who's your leader?
A Sentient by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper from Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
Azkul? That sounds like some zombie or Lich King or something like that. Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
Yeah, they kind of suck like that. What do you do when you're between jobs?
We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out.
Let's see. Talk about something else.
I have time to kill.
Might as well ask him why he's been making trouble for them. I've heard you've been making trouble for the settlers.
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
That's a very Sith thing to say. Although apparently most of them worked for the Sith at one point. See, their skills may rely solely in warfare. That isn't failing. They're also pathetic. I think you have the right idea. What do you think about Dantooine? Okay. Their skills may not lie solely in warfare. That isn't failing.
You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different.
So I'm a flaming Jedi? I'm super! Thanks for asking. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's get going. Alright, well. Apparently, they still... So they consider the settlers spineless, as well as blaming others. That kind of reminds me of... I don't know if any of you here are aware of Akira Kurosawa and his movies, but there's a really interesting movie of his. I like most of his work. Not all of them are perfect, but they have some. They're pretty interesting. But there's one called Seven Samurai, which is based off a Western. Most people think the Seven Samurai was was originally Japanese, but apparently, from what I've heard, the Seven Samurai was actually. They got the idea from like a Western, but I forgot the name of it. I'll have to look that up. I think you can find out about it online. But anyway, he based it off of a Western about 7 people who go to this town and is about to be attacked by bandits, and they decide to fight back against the bandits, but they have to help the villagers. And well, we'll get to that back in a second. Let me talk to this character, Dar'Ala.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Khooda cantina rats coming here to complain?
What, smoking cigarettes much? No, they're not that, her voice isn't that hopsy, but, you know. I guess I'm a I'm not a salvager, I'm just visiting. I guess I'm a salvager, technically.
We don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Turn back. There's nothing you're gonna find.
Yeah. Why don't you think I'll find anything?
Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Khooda.
I'm not dirty. Look at my model. I'm pretty. I'm fabulous. Surely there's something left.
The only thing left is the sub-level, and that's crawling with Lagrex. And those things are smarter than half the salvagers here, though that don't take much. And don't be asking any pesky questions. You're new, and no one is gonna help you out.
Why won't anyone help me? Why won't anyone help me, man?
Because there isn't enough salvage to share with the people already here. And a hungry newcomer is about as welcome as a diuretic hut.
I wish you hadn't put that image into my head, lady. What do you do around here?
I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi salvage from the ruins. Slow business now, but I get by.
I buy on just enough. Who do you sell it to?
Sometimes I sell them to visitors like yourself. Besides, that's none of your flaming business.
Man, apparently flaming is a thing on Dantooine. Good to know. Can I see what Jedi artifacts you have for sale?
You should have let me know you're a customer instead of letting me think you're some disease-ridden salvager. Let me show you what I've got.
I'm not disease-ridden. I only have one flea. Now let's see what she's got. Well, she did say she had Jedi armor. Look at that. Let's see. Zason Shaw's initiate armor. Light. Let's see. 4 and 4. Fortitude save 1. Zason Shaw initiates are known for their survival skills and resourcefulness. Their flexible armor is very durable and can be upgraded with some underlays. I'll read the flavor text later if I ever decide to buy it. Let's see. That one gives no armor with Tukai Apprentice, but you get Constitution, Dex, and Strength bonus. Dark Padawan, you get a bonus thing of 1, which I already have that with my Miner's armor. Let's see. Heirloom Crystal, damage and attack. That's not bad. Single. Got a bit of everything here. I might come back later to buy some. I even got some upgrades for lightsabers and stuff like that. BioWare said he needs some of this stuff for making my lightsaber. So, all right. I think let's see. There was another person there. We'll talk to him and then I'll get back to that story about
a visitor comes to our delightful salvager camp. We are honored. Do you come bringing your credits and curiosity?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
A civilized person with manners. Very rare in this part of the galaxy. I am most honored to meet you. If I may, a question I pose to you, traveler. Do you wish to buy one of the most elusive of all Jedi artifacts? A powerful Jedi holocron.
But holocrons aren't... They're just supposed to be like messages, basically. You found a holocron? I'm impressed. Or fabled and powerful isn't that an exaggeration? How much do you want for it? I'm not interested. I'll be going now. You found a holocron? I'm impressed.
You flatter me, traveler. It was a good day when I found this holocron. But you are lucky, for I will sell it to you for a low price.
Of course
I ask
you
a
will.
mere 1,000 credits for this rare find. This is not a matter of negotiation. You should buy it quickly before others come.
Can I inspect the holocron? Maybe it's broken? Let's see. I'll take it. Can I inspect it? Is it worth so much? Why not ask for more? Well, of course not. It's probably broken or something.
I assure you it isn't. I will show it to you presently.
Dude, don't whip out your
It is
pants.
in fine shape. A real bargain at a mere 1,000 credits.
That is a remarkable fake, but it's not even worth the time you wasted describing it.
How did you know? Never unload this accursed thing. This isn't my fault. You can't blame me.
I guess we just know it's fake because we're Jedi, I guess? Actually, I can blame you violently. I just love the fact you can just go violent all of a sudden. Isn't this your fault?
This forgery has passed through several hands in this camp. I am merely the latest victim. I wish to abandon this dung heap.
Why did you buy a holocron when it's made mainly for Jedi use? So you didn't make this?
No, of course not. Another salvager sold it to me, and he bought it from another one before him. When there were more salvagers, incidents like this were common. But now there are few of us and I'm stuck with this garbage. There's no way I can make it home to my family and children.
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, exactly. Wife and child? Awareness. I doubt you even have a wife.
You with all your observations. I'm not going to talk to you about the holocron anymore. So, what should we talk about?
He's like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. He just walks off. Can you tell me about this planet?
There isn't much to see around here. The planet is very lightly populated by settlers, mercenaries, and us.
What are the settlers like?
They want nothing to do with us. The only thing they want is part of our profits. Now that salvaging is running out, I doubt they will tolerate our presence much longer.
Toleration, huh? What are the mercenaries doing on Dantooine?
I don't know nor care. They're trouble, but fortunately they ignore us. When they're looking for work, they mainly bother the settlers.
Bother. What can you tell me about the salvagers?
We come from many different planets, drawn to the rumors of fortune. I believe the early salvagers did make some credits, but latecomers like myself barely find anything. Early salvagers said that the ruins were mostly empty to begin with. Many think that the administrator didn't allow us to salvage until her people were done with it.
Well, I have to go now. Bye. Trying to sell me a fake holocron. But anyway, what I was talking about with the Samurai 7 is there's a scene there with a samurai. Well, I guess this is a spoiler, but I'll. Whoa. There it is. Maybe I'll never finish my story. There it is, the old Jedi Temple. Man, what a piece of crap. Anyway, but yeah, and I guess spoilers for the movie if you ever want to see it, but in the movie, one of the samurai ends up, you find out he's actually a peasant that just stole a samurai sword off of a dead samurai body, which if you know anything about samurai, that's poor taste if someone finds out about it. Found out he's a farmer, and the reason he wanted to become a samurai is because he believed a lot of farmers just, like, pretend to be weak, don't even try to fight for themselves, and all this other stuff, and it's a big scene in the movie.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Kathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want?
You guys were yelling at each other. I was just kind of curious. I want you out of my way. No! What's the problem?
I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sub-level, and we get swarmed by Lagrex. And even then we fight our way out. But of course the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered.
Well, time to leave planet and kill yourself. I mean, just get drunk and not stare at that ass of yours. Sorry, I can be afforded one crude word every once in a while. I mean, look at that model there. What can you tell me about the Lagrex?
Nothing. Find out for yourself. I'm not interested in training the competition. Now,
okay,
if you
then.
don't mind, we're going someplace you can't eavesdrop on us, and get down to our business.
You're trying to eavesdrop. You're pretty loud. Yeesh. Bye. I only get to ask one question. But anyway, in the Seven Samurai thing, there's a big scene about convincing the farmers to help the 7 samurai, or gunslingers, depending on which story you're reading. And but anyway, I think this takes us down in, so that's one way to go. Let's check the other side first. But they're having trouble, and then all of a sudden the samurai that's a farmer just comes in and talks about how high and mighty the samurais were and they were arrogant, but then he also blames the farmers for just being worthless and accepting their fate and blaming others and not themselves for their own incompetence and that type of thing. And like I said, it's a powerful scene in the movie, and it talks about how in stories that farmers or your peasantry aren't always the ones being knocked around. I mean, they are, but you know what I mean. It's like they could easily try to like help themselves, but they don't. or at least the younger members of the farming community try to. Man, not leveling up really sucks for me because I'm like missing all the time now. I hit every once in a while, but don't hit me, man. At least a little bit easier than the cat or than the Kinraths earlier. Man, I cannot hit worth jack. Good thing we at least have BioWare's little remote, so we can. Although I'm kind of surprised that Kreia and BioWare are missing as much as they are. How many Cathounds are there? Get off my butt.
This shall not stop us for long.
Yeah, really. Kreia is a lot more effective in that. In that regards. But she only has so many force points, so she can't. Very exciting, very exciting. Wait, what? Why did it pause like that? I'm gonna attack the weaker one, so you guys deal with the. There we go. Man, that horror ability works out a really long time. Nice. This is why Kreia is awesome as a consular character, being able to throw out all that dark sideness. Luckily, these guys don't do a ton of damage.
I will silence this one.
I was about to try and I was about to actually use his or give him a first aid kit. Come on, hit him! Yeesh. Golly. Oh, that one's almost dead too. Come on! His AC ain't that bad high, is it? I was about to say someone's gonna hit him one of these days. Man, I'm doing very poorly on this, and this, like I said, this is what you get for trying to keep your main character low enough for when you get your advanced class, which I think we're supposed to be upon it pretty soon, because I think I could swear that doing this section of the game, like when we finish it, we get access to our advanced class. The door to the upper level of the Enclave won't open, judging by, what did it say again? Sorry. Judging by its damage, it is completely caved in. Oh, okay. Well, looks like we cleaned out the rest of this, and if we're having trouble here, we're probably gonna have trouble in the sub-level itself. But we'll be able to make it through the sub-level and find Varuk. Is the Lagrix the only thing that's down there? Some other things might be down there. Secrets and treasure galore. But find out next time in the next episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2: The Sith Lords. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.